All right, who else wants to join the red carpet pre-show here on Instagram Live? Anybody? Oh, I got a notification. Oh my gosh, it's time to get started. Oh, come with me. We'll do this together. Hello to you and yours, and welcome to the 5th Annual Lynchburg Sports Awards, presented by University of Lynchburg's Athletic Department. I'm Joe Hutzler, and I have the distinct pleasure to play your Master of Ceremonies for this digital affair. Now, before we get too far along, there is one person that's even more important than me. Okay, there are a lot more than one, but this gentleman solidly holds that standing as our university president, Dr. Ken Garren. This is his final time at the LSAs, and before his remarks, we wanted to say thank you to someone who has been a fervent supporter of our student athletes for the better part of 2 decades.
Welcome all to the Athletic Awards recognition event for May 2020. This has been quite a different year. We've had some great events for 3/4 of this year, and here are some of the highlights. This past summer, Dr. Patricia Aronson was inducted into the National Athletic Trainers Association Hall of Fame, and that's only 7 out of 44,000 members selected. In soccer, men's team, Coach Chris Yeager inducted into the Virginia Wesleyan Hall of Fame. In another strong year of Lynchburg victories, moved him past the 200 careers win. The highlight of the year had to be field hockey coach Enza Steele. 40-year tenure in the Lynchburg Athletic Department has led Lynchburg to an unprecedented 19 Old and Man Athletic Conference championships, more than the league's other 8 programs combined. She was inducted in the Field Hockey Coaches Hall of Fame in January, and we were with her in Florida. Sheila and I were with her to see that event. That was thrilling. Now, entertainment is not one of the items listed in the athletics mission statement, but you have been very entertaining. But more than that, you've been inspirational for all of us. You've been uplifting for all of us. And there have been some exciting times, and just to hit just a few of the brief ones for Sheila and me over the last 19 years. There were the men's and women's basketball and cutting the strings, the nets, when both of them won the ODAC championships in 2016. And also that was the year of the 160 to 156 win over one of our major opponents, and setting a Division III record at doing it. Awarding ODAC championship trophies. I have never awarded an ODAC championship trophy to any team except Lynchburg. And on one Saturday, I had the joy of awarding 3 ODAC championships in a row. Performing the Hornet Hop during the Midnight Madness and doing the Gangnam Style Flash Mob with 150 students. I think there were a lot of lacrosse players in that one at a halftime of a basketball game. Seeing the men's soccer team being runner-up to the national championships in 2010, and the women's soccer team winning the national championship in 2014, and with it came this ring for the president. The men's lacrosse team played for the national championships in Philadelphia. It was a wonderful time. The crowd stood the entire time, and all you could see was red in the crowd. They said it was the largest Division III lacrosse group they'd ever seen together at one time. I mentioned Coach Steele and being with her as a top feature. Now on this side of the campus where we're standing right now in the back of the President's house and having the joy of hosting so many championship teams. You remember the teams who qualify to come over for dinner for either winning the regular season championship or the tournament championship or getting postseason play. I think we had just about every team that was possible. That was a wonderful time for us. I'll say that there's the connection between the academics and the athletics, and it's been shown that at our school, the athletes are also the strongest in terms of the academics. The other thing that's noticed is that Lynchburg has the best coaches in the nation, and that makes a huge difference for everybody. I'll have to say that one of the thoughts that stays with me is being in Turner Gymnasium and watching it rock, of having the band playing in the stands, and then there's all the other teams that aren't playing that night coming in and supporting the Lynchburg teams, the fraternities, sororities, the alumni, the faculty, and the staff. Seeing the band playing and then having the cheerleaders come by and giving me that high five as they all entered the room. These are memories that will stay with me forever. Those are some memories that Sheila and I will have and that will last us a lifetime. Now, on with the show. Congratulations to all.
Thank you for everything, Dr. Garren. You have truly been an inspiration. Please join me as we thank others for making each year a success on and off the field. To our faculty mentors, Director of Athletic Training Services, Caroline Wesley Seiler, her staff, and students. The events crew staff, led by Bruce Reed and Mike Faverka. Sports Information Director, Mark Robertson, and Assistant, Mark Weaver, plus their student workers. And of course, everyone's favorite, Ed Smith, Director of Strength and Conditioning, and Assistant Coach, Greg Wilson. Thank you for your tireless efforts in maintaining the championship level experience all of us have come to recognize as Lynchburg Hornets. Now here to present our many athletic milestones this year, plus congratulating our All-Americans from the spring of 2019 through 2020, as well as the dual emphasis honors of Academic All-District and ODAC Scholar Athletes of the Year, the voice of Sports Information Director, Mark Robertson.
Thank you, Joe. It's been another great year to be a Hornet, and let's take a jog down memory lane and remember some of our athletes and coaches' milestone moments from this past year. Coach Enza Steele, 600th career win, and National Field Hockey Coaches Association Hall of Fame inductee. Kevin Rogers from men's lacrosse, Inside Lacrosse Division III Men's Player of the Year. Lauren Stanford from volleyball, career digs record holder. Aaron Farina from volleyball, 1,500 career assists. Theron Suggs from men's basketball, 1,000 career points and a 50-point game. Chance Green from men's basketball, 1,000 career points. Coach Abby Pyzik-Smith of women's basketball, 150th career win. Coach Chris Yeager from men's soccer, 200th career win. Christina Harris from women's tennis, career singles wins record. Men's basketball, team record for rebounding average in a season. Men's soccer tied the record for most points in a game. Field hockey set the record for assists in a game. Men's tennis, first winning season since 2003. Men's golf, low single season average. Low team tournament score. And Harry Hodgert, low individual tournament score. Women's golf in its first year, low single season average. Low team round. And team champion at the Hill City Invitational. Lily Self from women's golf. Low single season average. Low tournament score. Low single round score. And 3 medalist honors. Alex Shadku from men's track and field, indoor 200-meter dash record, and national qualifier. Lamaya Lacey from women's track and field, 60-meter indoor hurdles record, and national qualifier. Sammy Woods from women's track and field, indoor shot put record. Stephanie Burnett from women's cross country, 6K record and national qualifier. Max Sparks from men's cross country, national qualifier and ODAC individual champion. The men's indoor distance medley relay, Sean Gamurick, Jordan Short, Sam Laneza, and Tristan Lucy Spidell, program record. Claire Galloway from women's swimming, program's first ever NCAA B standard in 100 breaststroke. Men's and women's swimming in their first year. The team was 4th at the ODAC Championships, the best ever result for a first-year program. And Parker Hands was selected as the men's Rookie of the Meet and Virginia Sports Information Director's Rookie of the Year. Congratulations to all our record breakers and milestone athletes and coaches. Lynchburg's Male and Female Academic Athlete of the Year awards honor the student athlete with the highest grade point average for a calendar year. These are the 2019 winners. From women's track and field and cross country, Stephanie Burnett. From women's soccer, Caitlin Dorsch. From women's tennis, Ellen Drubish. From volleyball, Sydney Frink. And from men's track and field and cross country, William Fowler. Moving on to our All-Americans. The following student athletes were selected as All-Americans by their sports' respective coaches' organizations and join more than 250 other Lynchburg student athletes whose accomplishments have been commemorated on the walls in the Turner Gym foyer. First, we will honor last spring's All-Americans. From softball, Mackenzie Chitwood, who was selected as Division III Player of the Year by the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association, and a first-team All-American. From softball, Taylor Mabry, second-team All-American. From men's lacrosse, Kevin Rogers, second-team All-American. And now the 2019-20 All-Americans from Lynchburg. From field hockey, Alexis Brown, third-team All-American. And also from field hockey, Jackie Laro, second-team All-American. And moving on to our academic all-district honorees, the College Sports Information Directors of America began the Distinguished Academic All-America program in 1952. And since then, COSIDA has honored thousands of deserving student athletes from numerous sports across all divisions. Through the spring and fall of 2019 and winter of 2020, 7 Lynchburg student athletes were voted to the District 5 Academic All-District teams, selected over other nominees from around the South, from Virginia to Georgia and west to Missouri. Let's start with last spring's honorees. From women's tennis, Lily Altenberg. From softball, Taylor Belknap. From men's lacrosse, Tyler Gallagher. From softball, Kayla Hugate. And from women's track and field and cross country, Samantha Schreiber. From women's soccer, Caitlin Dorsch. From volleyball, Lauren Stanford. And from men's basketball, T.C. Thacker. Staying in the Dual Emphasis Awards, the ODAC Scholar Athlete Award, presented by Virginia Farm Bureau Insurance, recognizes a student athlete in each individual sport for his or her excellence both on and off the field. Let's start with last spring's winners. From softball, Taylor Belknap. And from women's outdoor track and field, Samantha Schreiber. And now for this year's award winners. from men's lacrosse, Tyler Gallagher. And he swept all three, men's cross country, indoor and outdoor track and field, Sean Gomurick. And from field hockey, Laurel Nix. Congratulations to all of our student athletes who work hard to excel both in competition and in their studies. Thank you for your dedication to Lynchburg.
Thank you, Mark. Moving forward to our first award of the night. To present the Ann Gibbons Service Award, please welcome Alex Boatwright, a nursing major and field hockey goalkeeper.
Good evening, my fellow Hornets. My name is Alex Boatwright, and I'm a member of the field hockey team. And tonight, I have the pleasure of introducing our 2020 Ann Gibbons Service Award winner. Ann Gibbons was a servant of goodness and light for 30 years at then Lynchburg College. Among many other titles, some of the most notable were that she were the Associate Chaplain and the Director of the Bonner Leaders Program. But above all, one thing remained steadfast: her commitment to serving others. This award is given to those who exemplify exactly what it means to be a leader on the field while also making a difference on our campus and in our greater campus community. Please join me in congratulating our 2020 Ann Gibbons Service Award winners. From the track and field and cross country teams, Sean Gomurick and Kiera Reese. Congratulations.
Thank you, Alex, and congratulations to Sean and Kiera. Now, speaking of service, we would be remiss if we did not take a moment to recognize and thank our Student Athlete Advisory Committee, or SAC. Their pride in their position as a voice for student athletes was on full display this year when you think back about the efforts needed to successfully host the One Love workshop and the countless engaging, interactive, and informative information displayed during a digital D3 week. Thank you to all of our SAC representatives. Now here to present the 2019-2020 1% Awards, Director of Strength and Conditioning, Ed Smith.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us tonight. I get the fortunate opportunity to present the 1% Award. In 2017-2018, the 1% Award was created to recognize a senior student athlete who have gone above and beyond during their time here at Lynchburg and have continued to set the 1% standard of excellence, not only in competition, but culturally for their respective teams and for the campus. This year's recipients are Chad Fluharty, men's soccer; Noah Winslow, baseball; Claudia Lopez Perez, equestrian; Alex Caesar, softball; Aaron Gardner, women's lacrosse; Dale Morrow, track and field; Sean Gomurick, cross country and track; Aaron Farina, volleyball.
Well, while I'm here, let me recognize the Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network. You know, the greatest sports network in the land. The ones responsible for telling your story on ESPN3 and the many social media outlets to maximize the amount of eyeballs that see those stories. More than 100 live productions, 200 plus non-live videos, and over 2,000 photos were taken to archive great moments and memories. Here are our graduating members that have left their mark so that their work behind and in front of the camera is also reflected in our memories. Photographer, Aaron Farina. On-air talent and video production member, Anthony McAvoy. And our lead photographer for this year, Emma Goforth. Thank you to those three and to everyone else on our LHSN staff. You all have the ability to take ideas and put them to action, and I could not be more appreciative of your efforts. Now to present the Dr. Patricia Aronson Award for Clinical Excellence in Athletic Training. Here's Caroline Wesley Seiler, Director of Athletic Training Services.
In 2018, the Athletic Department established the Dr. Patricia Aronson Award for Clinical Excellence in Athletic Training. This award is presented to a graduating student who has shown excellence in athletic training, as demonstrated through academic and clinical experiences, and who shows exceptional promise for future success in the field of athletic training. The recipient has also demonstrated integrity, professionalism, and evidence of dedication to a career as a certified athletic trainer. The recipient of this year's award is Lexi Austin.
Congratulations to Lexi. Next up is the presentation of our Rookie of the Year honorees. Here to tell us who they are, Maggie Quarles, biomedical science major and women's basketball guard.
Hi everyone, I'm Maggie Quarles of women's basketball. It is my pleasure to introduce our honorees for this year's Rookie of the Year award. These athletes have had an incredible first season, and we cannot wait to see what they continue to do in their future. The honorees for Rookie of the Year are Chris Darminio, men's lacrosse; Claire Galloway, women's swimming; Parker Hangs, men's swimming; Luke Mega, men's soccer; Abby Ogish, women's basketball; Lori Ohanessian, equestrian; Kessa Romero, field hockey; Lily Self, women's golf; Congratulations to all of our honorees, and thank you for helping to keep the future of One Nation intact.
Thank you, Maggie. Now from our youngins to our old fogies. Some older than others. You know who you are. Here is Mark Robertson's voice again to honor our Crimson and Gray Award winners for the year 2020.
Thank you, Joe, and congratulations to all of our 2020 senior class. Starting with baseball, Hunter Campbell, Kinston Carson, Nick Norman, Noah Winslow. From men's basketball, Chance Green, Cody Lang, and team manager Christine Moore. From women's basketball, Carolyn Noe. From cheer, team manager Abigail Herring. From men's cross country and track and field, Ethan Batchelor, Sean Gamurick, Neil Lucas, Reed Sharkey. From women's cross country and track and field, Michaela Cholak. From equestrian, Abby DeFino, Claudia Lopez Perez, Danny Hersberg. From field hockey, Lindsay Riley. From men's golf, Parker Graham, Carter Old. From women's golf, Maddie Cody. From men's lacrosse, Pierce Bauer, Colin Dean, Tyler Gallagher, Brooks Poley, Trammell Robinson, Kevin Rogers, Jake Vignali, and team manager for men's lacrosse and women's soccer, Jake Kilmer. From women's lacrosse, Aaron Gardner, Liz Gearhart, Danielle Hook, Carly Sandler, Kelsey Trevison. And from men's soccer, Jack Ashby, Evan Kobe, Robert Dunham, Chad Fluharty, Michael Lyons, Sherman Mitchell, Nick Morgan, Ren Palace, Will Sherman, Michael Thompson. From women's soccer, Madeline Amos, Sarah Barnes, Monica Beck, Sarah Kreider, Caitlin Dorsch, Georgie Dugan, Sarah Pavlovich, Natalia Rodriguez, Alyssa Rudy, Emily Sanchez, Taylor Stevens. From softball, Alex Caesar, Sarah Commons, Kayla Hugate, Courtney Leeser, Carol Oberhelman, Jordan Vance, Haley Wood. From women's swimming, Alyssa Reed. From men's tennis, Juan Borga. From women's tennis, Christina Harris. From men's track and field, Connor Cahill, Kevin Moran. From women's track and field, Carrie Furrow, Dale Morrow, Kiara Reese, Sammy Woods. From volleyball and women's track and field, Disa Hogsdall. From volleyball, Erin Farina, Sydney Frink, Lauren Stanford.
I know it's hard to
My, how time flies, and we are more than halfway through our production. Thank you for sticking around. We hope that you've enjoyed the presentation so far. Let's move on to our next award category, Athlete of the Year. Here to present the honorees, Izzy Lockamy, criminology major and men's basketball guard.
Hello, Hornet Nation. It's Izara Lockamy of men's basketball, and I have the pleasure of introducing our honorees for the Athlete of the Year award. When you hear the names on the list, you and our coaches will be glad that you didn't have to pick just one this year. Honorees for the Athlete of the Year award are, drum roll please. Drum roll please. Okay. Jack Ashby of men's soccer. Lamaya Lacey from women's track and field. Jackie Laro, field hockey. Kevin Rogers, men's lacrosse. Alex Shedku, men's track and field. Jordan Vance, softball. Congratulations to all of our honorees. Peace and blessings from North Carolina.
Thank you very much, Izzy. Next up, our Senior Athlete Award. Here to present the honorees, Jake Degenschein, marketing major and a thrower for track and field.
Hello, Hornet Nation. I'm Jake Degenschein, a thrower for Lynchburg track and field. It is my pleasure to introduce our honorees for the Dr. Jack M. Toms Senior Athlete Award. This group left their mark in a way that we were glad we didn't have to just choose two. The honorees are Jack Ashby, Michaela Chole, Tyler Gallagher, Christina Harris, Danny Hertzberg, Kayla Hugate, Alyssa Reed, Kevin Rogers, Lauren Stanford, Reed Sharkey, and Sammy Woods. Congratulations to our honorees, and take care, Hornet Nation.
What a group tonight. So many names that we have had the pleasure of calling or writing over the years, and some that will remain on the tip of our collective tongues and pens for years to come. Now, before we go tonight, it's custom that we hear from another person more important than me. See, I told you there was more than one. Please give your attention to our calming presence on the battlefield, the cool head in times of stress, Athletic Director John Waters.
Our award show is always such an amazing night. If you are a returning student athlete for us, certainly on a night like tonight, we have missed our ice sculptures and lights and all the great food, but I hope you've had a great opportunity to really enjoy our evening. Before I get into a couple of comments that I wanted to just share, I do want to take a few minutes to thank a few folks. First and foremost, wherever you are at this moment while you're watching this, I want you to just take a second to stop and thank all of the families of athletic staff members. Working in an athletic setting or on a college campus overall, schedules are always very demanding. Our families make tremendous sacrifices. So if you are near the family member of an athletic staff member, please take a moment to thank them. And if not, then send them a text or remember to reach out to them to thank them for all their sacrifices. Also want to take just a quick second to thank all of our graduate assistants and part-time staff. This group really is the backbone of our entire operation. It's an amazing group that makes sacrifices daily to make that commitment, both from a recruiting standpoint, a coaching standpoint, and really any and every other way that comes up or is needed in our department. So just a huge shout out to that group. Thank you so much for all that you do to put us in a situation to be successful. Additionally, I want to thank all of our campus faculty and staff. It is no secret that our faculty mentors are deeply embedded with each of our teams, and they make such a huge impact on each and every student. The staff on our Lakeside Drive campus is unique, whether that's the dining or the ground staff or folks like campus safety that we interact with every day. They work really hard to help us provide our championship level experience. Thank you to that group, as well as all of the vice presidents and campus leadership that really works to make this such a unique experience. I did want to take just a brief moment. I know we've had a chance to recognize Dr. Garren a little bit as a graduating senior tonight, but I wanted to just say a couple words about Dr. Garren and Mrs. Garren and their incredible leadership and commitment to student success during their time here. They have been incredible champions for students overall on our campus, really on every area of campus, but especially for our student athletes. 90 ODAC championships during the time that the Garrens have been here on Lakeside Drive. 63 NCAA tournament appearances, 96 All-Americans, 2 individual national championships, 1 team national championship, and most importantly, 19 academic All-Americans. That's an amazing resume, and just to think all of that has taken place since 2001. So Dr. Garren, we thank you. Words will never be enough overall, and our staff and students look forward to celebrating with you in person once we're in a time period where we can be back together. I want to go ahead and just share just a couple of brief comments. I know our time has been incredible tonight and really been a great opportunity to relive some of the pieces of our season overall. But I wanted to just share, I guess, a few closing thoughts tonight. One is that in October of 2016, our Board of Trustees adopted Vision 2020. Now, who in the world could have imagined what 2020 would look like way back in 2016? Never in our wildest dreams would we have imagined all of the different challenges and opportunities that would have presented themselves during this 1920 academic year. Over the last 8 months, student athletes, our students, our staff have sacrificed, celebrated, cried together, laughed together, and really grown together in unique ways, despite not having the opportunity to be together for every bit of that time period. Tonight, I want to take just a quick moment to challenge each student and staff member that will be returning for next year. I hope that you'll use this time of separation to renew and rekindle your love for all that wearing the Lynchburg uniform means, so that when we're back together, we will continue to write this new chapter in our history. Thank you to all of our student athletes for all that you've done, to your families, to the optimism, the hope, the passion with which you've approached every aspect of this year, back from the fall, even to the more challenging times that we've been in recently. We love you guys. We hope you have a wonderful summer and look forward to the exciting fall of 2020. Thank you.
Tallman, Mega keeps it away from Godino, plays it inside, one more, here it is! Opportunity knocking, and this time the Hornets are welcomed inside with open arms!
Put it back over, this is Stanford. Davies Hackenberg finding space! Match point, Lynchburg!
And Rouse sends it to left field, one run will score, and that will do it! The freshman completes her statement with a big fat exclamation point. The Hive has spoken, and Lynchburg wins. Okay, good stuff tonight, Joe. Way to go. Oh, you're still here. That's it. The 5th Annual Lynchburg Sports Awards is in the books. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and until next time, I'm Joe Hutzler reminding you it's a great day to be a Hornet, and we are one nation. And we out.